I want to talk about our master trader with FX auto trading signals. Before we really get started with the master trader, I'd like to share with you how our master trader will be working for Sharper Minds Plus. You know, we have an agreement with our master trader. It's a semi-exclusive contract, which is with your master trader, due to the fact that he has, and I'm telling you, he has outside clients as well that are paying much more than us, the affiliates, will be paying for this product if that's what you choose, which we will be at $69 per month. So with that, and we do not want to breach the contract, his full name cannot be disclosed. We have to protect his current clients and everybody that are out there. When we open up for questions at the end, time permitting, please keep your questions, if you're asking the master trader, related to trading only. No personal questions. So with that, hopefully we have the master trader on the line now. It's my pleasure to bring him on. And are you there, master trader?
I am.
Fantastic.
VH here. Yep.
If you would, VH, just take it from here. You've got some insight of what's happening and how the program's going to work. I'm going to sit back. When you get done, VH, if you would just turn that call back to me, and I'll do the next introduction.
Okay, that'd be great. Thanks. I appreciate the intro. Basically, and all of this information is pretty much in your FAQ. So if you guys have a copy of the FAQ that was sent out, then a lot of this will already be there. But let me just give you a brief overview that I've traded professionally in the Forex markets for more than 15 years now, and at various times I have managed quite sizable sums of money in the Forex market. Currently I do have a large database of clients who do, as Jim mentioned, pay significantly more on a monthly basis than the Sharper Minds program will, or the FX Auto Signals program will be charging. Basically, in terms of focus of the trading, I want to be clear that there's some pretty gaudy numbers that are there and at points in the program. How I trade has a lot to do with market conditions, and there are going to be months that are just not that favorable. On the other hand, over a period of time, I try to look at an annual return because many of you have investments in other types of things like mutual funds or other types of investments. And, nobody ever looks at what did you do today or yesterday. They look at the end of the year, what kind of a number can you post. And as a practical matter, we look for, I'm looking for above average returns every day, every week, every month, but it doesn't really work that way. It really we look for an annual return, and I know there are going to be good trades and bad trades. The main thing that I want to impart to you guys is that you have my absolute dedicated effort to preserve your capital. What I think is the greatest mistake is swinging for home runs nonstop, and you end up sometimes in a painful drawdown. You're not going to wake up one morning and see a 20% drawdown in any account that I'm managing. 2%, yeah, you could have that. You could even have maybe 3 or 4%. But, you're not going to see a great amount of risk taken. I'm a very steady trader. I use a lot of traditional means to assess the market, and my assistants, my team is all on board with the same situation. So, certainly we have people to monitor what's going on. So, we will have months that will be exceptional, and of course everyone wants those all the time, consistently, but mainly we will have a consistent return, and you won't lose your money. I feel confident in that. I can't guarantee that. No one can guarantee you any rate of return, and Sharper Minds certainly can't. I can't. No one can. However, I can assure you that you will be professionally cared for, and the trades will be done as professionally and with always with stops, always with risk management in mind. One of the questions I'm sure that you guys are wondering is, how is that actually going to be accomplished in my account? And the answer is through the gift of technology that is presently available. We have a cutting-edge version of a trade copier. So ultimately, you know, it's really pretty much 1, 2, 3. One, you open a Forex account with a MetaTrader broker, an MT4 broker, if you don't already have one. If you have one, great. We really don't care which broker you use, and I'm sure Sheila has assured me that there'll be resources available to you to select brokers of your choice. One of the questions people ask is leverage. Am I going to have a lot of leverage? Am I going to have 500 to 1 leverage or 100 to 1 leverage? No, you don't. If you want to use a regulated U.S. broker, and I heard mention of, you know, we're launching first in the United States. In the U.S., brokers that are regulated are going to offer you 50 to 1 leverage. That's the most they're allowed to offer you. And one of your questions would be, can my account actually accept these trades, and will I have a margin call, and what's going to happen with having only 50 to 1? The fact of the matter is, I'll never take any kind of risk that's going to put you in a position that 50 to 1 is not enough leverage. Now, I say that with one asterisk. I highly recommend that you select in your risk management nothing greater than 100% or 1.0 ratio, and you can read about this in the FAQ. What that means is not that you're risking your whole account. What it means is that you're copying the master account, the account that we're actually trading, which sends the signals to your account to be traded. A 1.0 ratio equals 100%, meaning that you'll get 100% exactly the same results as the master account. Now, when I say exactly, obviously with different brokers, you may have a pip or two difference here or there. It may not be absolutely precise, but the trade copier will get every signal copied normally under 1 second, but at maximum about 2 seconds. So, you know, other than the slippage that occurs with your particular broker, you're going to get the same trades, and you'll have the same result within 0.5% or less at the end of each month. So that's how that works. And how do you get that set up? Basically, again, it is, all the details are in the FAQ, but ultimately you sign up. You'll be giving information through a form that will go through Sharper Minds. They will forward that form to our customer service ticket department with your information, basically containing your account number, your name, your Sharper Minds ID number, probably your email address or something of the sort, and your MT4 MetaTrader account number, along with your password. And this is your main password. And people worry about that. Oh, and I'm giving you access to my account. Well, actually, no, because all the brokerages now basically use a client area where you withdraw or handle your money. The login is to the platform. The platform doesn't have access to any money. There's nothing you can do with it, and I don't, and we won't, and it's all protected and encrypted within the system. So ultimately, the reason that you give the master password or the main password is so that you don't have to use a VPS, a virtual private server. You don't have the expense of that, which is the alternative to running your computer 24 hours a day. And I don't think many of you want to do that, and even if you did and you were willing to, you probably have the same issues that everyone in the world has with their normal retail use, is that your internet service goes out sometimes. And if it did, then you could potentially miss trades or whatever. So with the direct connection, the way we're doing it with our trade copier, you are directly, your platform is actually running, it's just you're not running it. It's running in the background on our massive servers so that you don't have to run your account. So you don't need a VPS, All the trades will be copied as rapidly as possible, and it's really a very seamless solution that's quite elegant. So that's how that works. As far as the risk management, you're going to select this ratio of mirroring the master account, and everything is automated. You don't have to select a lot size. You don't have to select anything other than the percentage of risk that you want relative to the master account. If you think if you want to start small or to watch it and see how it goes, and you're concerned about that, then select 50% risk. You'll have half the risk, half the reward of the master account. If you want exactly the same risk or reward, simply select 100%. The settings will actually go up to 200%. That's twice the risk and twice the reward. I don't recommend it, but it is there available if you so choose to go that direction. Talking about customer support, and I think that generally, and again, I would refer you to the FAQ, but that generally tells you how the Trade Copier service will work. Once you're logged in and placed in the system, it's one step, get an account, a MetaTrader account. Step 2, sign up for the program if you haven't already, or as Tim suggested, get your free spot reserved and then upgrade. Once you get that, you can actually get your account set up through the Trade Copier. And then the next step after that is really the one you're going to like the best. You don't have anything to do. It's fully automated. Literally, you can log in and see what your account's doing. But in the beginning, people will be logged in every day. I understand that. But I also know the way it works long term is you'll start logging in about once a week, and eventually every 2 weeks, and hopefully once a month. Something like that, because there's just no need to be sitting looking at the account day in and day out, 24 hours a day. That's our job. So, that's the neat thing about this. From your perspective, once it's set up, once you're ready to go, we're going to manage the risk for you, and we are going to trade for you, and all of it will be fully automated on your behalf. So that's pretty cool. Let's say you start at 50%. Let's talk about customer support a minute. And I'll take a breath and a drink here. Regarding customer support, let's say you select a risk percentage of 50% to test it at the beginning. And you've decided, we're actually for real, and I'm doing fine, and I trust you, and we're going to move forward, and I want to take 100% risk. How do you change your risk setting? You would submit a ticket, which Sharper Minds will have a support ticket for FX Auto Signals system, or the FX Auto Signals will have a ticket system where you simply submit a request. Here's my name, customer number. I want to change my risk setting from 50% to 100%. Any choice like that you would like to make, or any change in the customer service part of it, will be handled normally in 24 hours, but we offer ourselves a little more leeway just because of the potential numbers that are involved in this program. So we say within 24 to 72 hours, so 1 to 3 days. Normally, it'll be 1 day. At least that's our expectation, but it could be a little bit longer, and we just ask you to be patient with us on that. Regarding any of, and that will be handled efficiently for you. As far as the FX Blue statistics site and what to realistically expect, you'll see months that were much larger early on, and they've leveled out to pretty flat over the last few months. And I can tell you that the summer it'll be very positive. It should be. It won't be quite as positive as the fall. Just in terms of a seasonal expectation for most trading, we tend to do remarkably well in the fall term months, and we'll do well in the summer as well, but it's not going to be quite as big generally in terms of your big numbers. What I would suggest to you is, again, this is stay the course. You don't see when you have your mutual funds, if you have a down day or two or a down month, you generally don't pull your money out and go, let's go look for another mutual fund. It doesn't work like that. what you really need to understand is that every trader uses different kinds of methodologies. Some are more successful under certain market conditions than others. You should expect very nice consistency, and the main thing you want to expect is that at the end of the year, I'm going to have an annual return that is going to be remarkably above what all my friends are getting. And that's what you will get. Again, no guarantees, but that's certainly my expectations. We've been doing this a long time, and we can achieve that for you. We feel confident. Some people may have questions about the strategies and how exactly do I trade, and does my team trade. And the truth is, I'm not willing to give you my exact strategies. I can give you in general terms that most of the trading that I do is overwhelmingly price action based. It's based on price action and volume. And the reason for that is very straightforward. Price is its own indicator, and it's real time. Every other indicator that you use, and some of you, I understand, are traders, and you're certainly familiar with all of the various indicators. They're all lagging. There's no such thing as a leading indicator that's strictly an indicator. If you have one of those that's going to tell me where it's going, please send it to me. I'd love that. But as a practical matter, real traders generally work on price action and volume, which give you a real hint which direction the market is going. And then I do use indicators to give me a larger view. So I use, the larger time frames, the hour, 4-hour, daily, weekly, to take a look at the overall view. But the entries are generally made off 5- and 15-minute charts, and generally targets are going to be, 30 to 50 pips. However, you're going to see an average of maybe 15 pips, 13 to 15 pips on average as the average win, because candidly, the Forex market does have volatility, and if we have a nice win and it starts to go the other way, generally we'd like to get out of that trade and live to trade another day. I'm not locked to a specific target. Things change, and they change rapidly in Forex. And sometimes you'll see entry into positions that will close out with a 5 or 6 pip loss. And you're like going, well, you were only there 15 minutes. Well, things have changed, and they do sometimes. So we try to be very nimble and very observant, and what you can be sure of is that someone's always looking out for you, trying to make sure if you have a loss, it's a small one. And when we do have wins, we try to maximize those as best we can. And so that's about as much as, from a strategy perspective, that I can tell you at this point in time. And I think that generally covers the things that I need to share with you. If there are other things that you'd like me to go into, let me know. Otherwise, Jim, I'm going to give it back to you.
Fantastic. It just chills me sitting here listening and understanding the opportunity. Folks, once again, if you didn't quite grasp all that, that's a lot. That FAQ is fantastic that Sheila has helped put together along with corporate. So utilize that as well. Next, I'd like to bring up our next speaker, and that is Sheila McNeil. She is a founding distributor with us, an absolute leader in our industry. If you don't know of her, holy cow, she is a tiger. Sheila's been instrumental part of Sharper Minds Plus on our Forex moving forward, and on some other products that we have in the hopper that we're working on as well. With that, Sheila's got some topics to cover. I'd like to turn the call over to Sheila, and she's going to take it almost to the end with her guests, and I'll come back at the end. Sheila, are you there?
Yes, I am, Jim, and thank you for that wonderful introduction. And I've been involved in network marketing for 20 years. In those 20 years, I've built some very large and successful organizations internationally, mostly with health and wellness and e-commerce related network marketing companies. That being said, I personally felt that something was missing from the network marketing industry, and that thing was a low-cost solution that will allow anyone on a shoestring budget to be able to passively make a good living from home by tapping into the over $5 trillion daily foreign exchange, also known as Forex, spot trading market with absolutely no previous trading experience. As all of you heard from our master trader, FX Auto Signals was basically created to be a type of set it and forget it automated trading system that's completely hands-off, yet at your control at all times. And by that I mean you will always have full control over your account. So if you do have some experience trading the Forex market, then you may already be familiar with the MetaTrader platform and know that you will be able to log into your broker account at any time, and you could actually close out a trade early if you choose to do so. That's just one of the many advantages of this service. That being said, in my opinion, there couldn't be a better time to present this opportunity to the marketplace because we're offering such an incredible value for a $69 per month subscription fee that most people that you present this to probably won't even believe that it's a real opportunity, but we all know that it is real. Jim and I will be hosting some training calls to help affiliates present the FX Auto Signal service appropriately using approved marketing materials. Now, and just in the sake of time, I would like to introduce you to a man that I've come to respect and admire over the last few years that I've known him for his work ethics, dedication, and honesty. He's going to be speaking about the compensation plan just for a little bit and the magnitude of this opportunity. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Mr. Charles Mackey. Charles, if you're with us, take it away.
I am, Sheila. Am I coming in clear?
You certainly are.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
All right. Yeah, I was just listening to some of the names as we came on, and wow, I don't have to do a lot as far as the experience and leadership that we have here. But I just want to mention that, you know, in this last 4, 5, 6 months that I've been in Sharper Minds, every leader that I introduced this to would say, wow, this is probably the most comprehensive and best compensation plan that I've seen. You know, there may have been some other things that they liked about other companies, but they'd always be like, wow, this compensation plan is strong. And the highlights of it is basically this is leverage at a maximum level. You know, when I got into networking, it was always about leveraging myself, my time, and how that equates to wealth. But when we're talking about the coded bonus, we know that the two compensation plans in the industry that have paid the most money have been the coded bonus plans and the infinity plans, like the 2 by infinities and the binaries. And wow, we have the best of both worlds. So we have the fast start coded bonuses and the differential coded bonuses. And I'll just say it this way. When I started early on with Sharper Minds and my team started growing, started looking out there, and then my weekly check started jumping to several $100 week checks, and I'm like, wow, it's just amazing the leveraging on both sides that we have with this compensation plan. So I just challenge you to do your due diligence, and then what is coming that you helped bring to this table, Sheila, is this FX Auto Signal. This is the entry. This is the kind of the kickstart that we needed. So I'm just hoping that everybody on this call does their due diligence and look at the big picture. Don't underestimate the fact that when people start earning money, that they'll also start buying the other products that are great. I have an aunt that would come and hit me if I didn't keep her supplied with her Sharper Minds product. It literally has helped her leave her cane at home. So everything is this is wonderful because it's going to mean more volume, which equates to the infinity bonuses and now the differential bonuses, which is going to mean more money. So, and the one thing I wanted to add to is that this is truly one, I was talking to my son today, this is one where people can actually get started. They can do the sweat equity to get their investment, and they can begin to operate out of profit and not out of pocket. They can fund the entire program and their investment out of profits with the magnitude of the compensation plan. So this is going to be a win-win, and it'll be a great add-on to any platform that somebody has. So back to you, Sheila.
Thank you so much, Charles. Wonderful, wonderful information. Yeah, everyone that's on the call, hopefully you did receive a copy of that FAQ, which goes into the compensation plan in detail. You'll see we have one of the most attractive binaries out there that pays 30%. It caps at $50,000 a week. We have up to 5 generations of matching bonuses. We have infinity coded bonuses. Well, they're called fast start coded bonuses. We have retail bonuses, preferred customer bonuses. We have something for everyone to get started with this opportunity. Extremely lucrative. And so much value that we're giving for $69 a month. It's unbelievable. That being said, I hope the next guest speaker was able to make it on the call, because what he's offering us in terms of a bonus, and everybody's going to get this just for getting started for $89. I mean, it's truly invaluable. This gentleman has taught thousands of students from around the world how to trade various markets for many, many years. Doug was traveling, and he said he would try very hard to get on this call today and he probably didn't get a chance to book into the hotel just yet. But if all of you have access to a pen and paper or some other way to take this down, I'm going to give you a website that you can review. This site is going to have a simple 6-minute video that's going to give you an overview of the bonus worth $197 that we're going to be offering to everybody. Okay, and this is for a stock options trading video course, one of the best that you'll find on the market. Very simplistic. You can have absolutely no experience, and this video course will guide you step by step, literally in baby steps, on how to trade stock options, and he's done very, very well with this. He's had students making hundreds of dollars a day, some students even thousands of dollars a day after they've practiced, of course. So you will be receiving information via email on how to get access to this bonus, because you'll have to get a special coupon code. This is after you have upgraded. If you're already in the system and you've paid your $89, we'll then send you out an email with instructions on how to access this course. Okay, that's all I have to say. Sorry Doug couldn't be on the call, but we'll get him next time. Thanks, Jim.
Okay, Sheila, I'm going to open this call up to a little quick Q&A session. There's a question right here. Let's start out. This is caller number 775-790. You're unmuted if you'll ask your question.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking the call. Just I haven't had time to go look at all the stuff online, but what are the average annual returns we're talking about and so forth?
Well, I guess that's for BH here, so that's me.
All right, BH.
I guess the answer is twofold. First of all, the system that that you have statistics on shows a pretty remarkable more than 500% in the last more than 6 months. Is that realistic? No. It was a remarkable trading period that occurred in the fall. We hope we have another period of time trading quite that well, but the realistic number is certainly that we will strive for and achieve with absolute minimal risk would be basically a double-digit return per month. So we're shooting for 10% to 15% per month. We can't guarantee that. Again, we can only tell you that we will do that with absolute minimal risk. So that's the target number.
Thank you, BH. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, and then how long of a track record do you have that, a lot of people have seen hundreds of these, and very few, if none, can document the returns and results for any period of time. Can you guys do that?
Well, the documented returns are from September of 14, so you're talking about whatever that is, 6 or 7 months. It's not quite a full year, but the return is more than 530%.
Okay,
and that's a documented, third-party verified. That's not us saying that's the statement. You can actually go on. It's a third-party verified account that you can't change those accounts. That's actually being read directly off of the trading account itself.
Gotcha. And can you document anything in terms of besides this particular platform, how you've been doing for all the 15 years you've been doing it?
Well, yes, I can speak to the fact that I've been profitable virtually all of that time. So, you know, the degree of profit is an issue of the degree of risk, and it always is. It's risk-reward. And I'm certainly, depending on the leverage and the program that you're looking for, and in conversation with sharper minds and undertaking this endeavor, my understanding of our goal was to hit somewhere between 5 and 15% per month, and that if people were making somewhere in the vicinity of 60 to 100% per year, they would be more than thrilled to remain in the program and grow it into a very large program. So that's the goal, and that's the leverage that we'll use, and the risk reward that is the master that will be traded for participants. So that's what we're shooting for.
All right. Well, thank you for that great question.
Yes, my question is, what are the steps to be taken to get started, to get signed up?
Sheila, will you take that?
Yes, depending on who referred you to this call, they're going to have a link, and you would simply have to go to that link, click the Enroll Now button. Whoever referred you to this call, they would have to give you their specific link, and you would sign up as a pre-enrollee under the Enroll Now link.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's great. Let's go on to a question.
Hello, this is Tom Coyne. This is my question. The Sharper Mind Plus and the FX Auto Signal, are they two separate compensation plans, or are they tied together? Thank you.
The Sharper Minds Plus is the main company. They own FX Auto Signal. So the compensation plan are one and of the same. So whether someone is ordering the Forex service or they're ordering a physical product, the compensation plan pays out exactly the same.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much for that question. The website that you'll currently see is a website that we've had out there in place. We will have a totally revamped website when we go for the official launch sometime next week. So it's been completely redone, enhanced, and has all the bells and whistles as far as any major network marketing company could have. So be sure that once we get started, you'll see the new look of Sharper Minds Plus with Forex trading. It is fantastic. We've had lots of work, lots of effort put into that, and be sure that we wanted to mention that as well. With that, let's close this call out with stay tuned, get yourself pre-registered so you'll get the emails. It costs you $0 to register right now. Take your position, share the information with some folks right now. Take advantage of this great opportunity. You will not see this opportunity set up as well as it's ever been. Thank you so much. This is Jim Mims, and we will check with you again next week.